Greetings, my lord. In the following video, I would like to inform you that all the content, including the voice and pictures, have been created using AI technology, except for any video segments. It's important to note that while the AI strives to be as accurate as possible, there may be errors or inaccuracies in the content presented.
Welcome to the universe of Warcraft, a vast and complex world filled with epic battles, powerful magic, and fascinating characters. For over 2 decades, this high fantasy setting has captivated millions of gamers around the globe with its rich lore, intricate storylines, and immersive gameplay. Join us as we explore the history, mythology, and cultures of Azeroth, from the ancient War of the Ancients to the modern-day conflicts between the Alliance and the Horde. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer to the Warcraft universe, this video will take you on a journey through one of the most beloved and enduring fictional worlds of all time. In the time before recorded history, Azeroth was a land of untamed magic and savage beauty. Great empires rose and fell, and powerful beings shaped the destiny of the world. But there was a darkness stirring, an ancient evil that threatened to consume all of creation. The War of the Ancients was the greatest conflict the world had ever seen, a cataclysmic struggle between the forces of good and evil. It began with a simple act of curiosity, as a group of elves discovered a powerful artifact that they believed would grant them godlike powers. This artifact was the Well of Eternity, a source of incredible magical energy that had been created by the Titans themselves. The elves, led by Queen Azshara and her highborn followers, began to use the well to create new spells and enchantments, unlocking secrets of the universe that had been hidden for millennia. But their use of the well did not go unnoticed. The Burning Legion, a demonic army from beyond the stars, sensed the power of the well and began to plan their invasion of Azeroth. They corrupted Queen Azshara and her followers, turning them into pawns in their twisted game of conquest. But not all of the elves were corrupted. A group of night elves, led by Malfurion Stormrage, his brother Illidan, and their friend Tyrande Whisperwind, discovered the true nature of the Highborn's use of the well. They knew that if they did not act quickly, the world would be consumed by the power of the well and the armies of the Burning Legion. And so began the War of the Ancients, a conflict that would shake the foundations of the world and change the course of history. The war was brutal and devastating, with both sides suffering terrible losses. The Night Elves and their allies fought with courage and determination, using their mastery of magic and combat to hold back the demonic hordes. But the Burning Legion was relentless, and they unleashed their most powerful weapon, the Demon Lord Archimonde. With his immense power, Archimonde shattered the barriers between the physical world and the realm of chaos, threatening to destroy all of creation. In a desperate bid to stop Archimonde, Illidan used the power of the well to create a powerful artifact, the Eye of Sargeras. He hoped to use the eye to destroy the Demon Lord and save the world, but his actions had terrible consequences. The use of the eye destroyed much of the well, causing a massive explosion of magical energy that rocked the world. The explosion created a massive vortex that threatened to destroy everything in its path. The massive vortex caused by Illidan's use of the Eye of Sargeras unleashed chaos and destruction on a scale never before seen. The land was scarred, and the seas boiled, and the fabric of reality was torn asunder. But the heroes of the War of the Ancients were not defeated. Malfurion and Tyrande, aided by their allies, worked tirelessly to heal the wounds inflicted on the land and restore balance to Azeroth. Illidan, however, had fallen from grace. His actions had caused untold suffering, and he was branded a traitor and a monster by those who had once called him friend. The Highborn, meanwhile, were forever changed by their corruption at the hands of the Burning Legion. Queen Azshara and her followers were transformed into the Naga, a race of serpent-like beings who dwelled beneath the waves. But the legacy of the War of the Ancients endured. Malfurion and his allies planted a new world tree, Nordrassil, to replace the one that had been destroyed. The tree served as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the sacrifices that had been made to save Azeroth. And so the War of the Ancients came to an end. But the echoes of that conflict would reverberate throughout the ages, shaping the destiny of the world and the fates of those who lived upon it.
And that concludes our retelling of the War of the Ancients, one of the most pivotal events in the history of Azeroth. As we have seen, the choices made by heroes and villains alike can have consequences that echo across the ages. As the Night Elf High Priestess Tyrande Whisperwind once said, "We are the children of Elune. We will not let you harm our land or our people. Let us remember the bravery of those who fought to protect Azeroth from the Legion and strive to follow in their footsteps." Disclaimer. Please be aware that this video has been created using artificial intelligence, and while we have endeavored to make it as accurate as possible, not all the details may be entirely accurate.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our journey through the War of the Ancients, and learned something new about this legendary conflict that shaped the world of Azeroth. But before we go, we thought we'd give you a peek behind the scenes, and share some of the lighter moments from our video editing process. We may have uncovered some hidden secrets and forgotten lore, but we also made a lot of mistakes, funny faces, and terrible puns along the way. So we put together a compilation of bloopers and outtakes, featuring everything from awkward silences to accidentally summoning demons. And for the Warcraft fans out there, we've thrown in a few jokes that only true Azerothians will appreciate. We hope these funny moments bring a smile to your face and remind you that even in the midst of epic battles and world-changing events, there's always room for a little bit of levity. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and remember, never trust a mage with a fire spell, always bring extra arrows, and never ever pull aggro on a raid boss. Until next time, stay epic. Why did the orc go to the bank? To get some axe cash. How many Forsaken does it take to change a light bulb? None. They prefer the darkness. Why did the Murloc go to the bar? To get blubbered. How does a Tauren keep his skin looking smooth? With moisturizer. Why did the rogue cross the road? To get to the other sly. How do you know when a paladin has been to your party? They'll tell you. What do you call a group of gnomes? A small party. Why did the hunter always carry a mirror? To see his marksmanship. How do you make a blood elf laugh? Just tickle their mana. Why did the Death Knight break up with his girlfriend? Because she was a little too cold-hearted.